Hey, it's Jordan, the 1031 doctor, and I've got a great deal to look at today. And I've sold a lot of Firestone tires over the years, all over the country, and I really like the tire business. And I like the automotive business. It's kind of internet resistant, and with modern technology and with the new electric cars, they actually go through more tires. So the tire industry isn't going anywhere unless they start making the Jetsons come real with hovercraft. These Firestone tires aren't going anywhere. This one is in a great location, in a great town, great numbers, low rent, below replacement cost. It's got everything. Chandler, Arizona. That's a part of the Metro Phoenix area. Chandler is just absolutely booming. And you've got the whole microchip technology there. Intel has their massive campus, one of the largest in the United States. You've got Northrop Grumman there. I mean, there is nothing to say bad about Chandler, Arizona. And median home prices are about 600,000, so it's well above average. The education is well above average. This deal at a 5.75 cap is kind of middle of the road number. I would try to get this at a 6 cap. And the reason why it's sort of a higher cap rate is because there's only 3.5 years left on the lease. But there's options, and there's no way this tenant is going to be walking away from this deal, especially with the low rent there and below replacement cost. This wasn't a ground lease, but so it was a built to suit, and it started in 2019. Price per square foot 285. You couldn't really build it for that with the land costs. So this is below replacement cost. We always like that. Let's take a look. It's Cushman Wakefield listing. Now, this is next to the big mall. Bridgestone Corporation is owned by the Japanese, founded in 1900. It's on a 1.3 acre site, a 10,000 foot building, so it's pretty big, probably larger than most. Constructed in 2001, so they did a new lease. Uh, the offering represents opportunity to acquire a well-located Firestones, blah, blah, blah. Below rent, 1640 a square foot. That's very low. That's basically $1.25 a foot. I mean, you could almost double those rents. So that is really, you kind of hope they leave, but you don't want these people to leave. Well, you could put Tire Kingdom in there or someone else. These people aren't going anywhere. This is positioned in Chandler's premier retail corridor, and it's right near the loop with major traffic. The average household income 145,000 in a 3 mile radius. Now that's as good as it gets. That's very, very good. Let's take a look at the OM. And here's got a good looking picture of the property, and it sits well. Just hit the market today. They're asking 2.87, and that's a really good price point for this. $165,000 for rent for a 10,000 foot building. That's basically nothing. 1.3 acres, and there's options, two 5 year options. Put it at a 6.3 and then a 6.9, and this is only 10 years. You could roll this over in 10 years in your lifetime, and you basically double the rents on this thing potentially. This is one of these deals where you just fire and forget. Here's a good view of the property. It's on a great street. You got multifamily over here, and you're in a pad in front of the Fashion Mall, which is the place to be in Chandler, Arizona. Like it's a corporate tenant, we know that. Densely populated, 250,000 residents in a 5 mile radius. That's great. Here, let's take a look at the picture here. Okay, does not get any better than this. Out parcel to a mall. You've got Macy's, you've got Dillard's, Barnes and Noble, Shields. It looks really good. Now here's the 101. Here's a Best Buy over here. This property sits very, very well. You're right across from residential, so I'm not sure that they didn't put up a fight for this pad because there is some noise with Firestones. But there's really, you're in a mall, so there's nothing they could really do. Here's another picture. And yeah, this is just great. You got Costco over here, Targets, but there's Harkins Theaters. It's a great chain. This is really, really good location. Cheesecake Factory, Dillard's, and you see all the cars here. This mall is pretty active. I would want to do a study on what this mall sales are, but having a Firestone in a mall like this, that's their uh, modus operandi, that's their business plan. That's what they look for, and that's what they got here. Let's take an aerial on this. There's the 101 loop. Hyatt, Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo's and their corporate offices are in actually Chandler, Arizona. We've got Chipotle. Here's a Benihana. That's great. And so that is a good sign, actually. And there you see the movie theater, and there's the Firestone. So you can go have your tires worked on and go see a movie. Here's Freddy's. Freddy's Burgers, steak burgers, really good. I actually really like that food. They were founded by an old World War II pilot, bomber pilot in Wichita, Kansas. Gives you an idea of the area. Chandler is definitely growing. There's no problem with Chandler, Arizona. This deal, I mean, this deal has all the signs that you want to see. There are no red flags. I do not believe they're going to walk away from this deal in 3.5 years, but you'll be getting some increases. And these are on a small price point deal like this. This is going to have a lot of activity. This will not stay on the market very long. They're probably already fielding offers right now. So if you're in a 1031 exchange and you need about $2.5 million, 2.7 on an exchange, you would definitely, if you're in California, definitely give me a call. I'd like to represent you. But if you want to do a deeper dive on this and employ some AI technology to find out exactly what store sales are, or do a deeper dive on this deal, you can reach out to the 1031 Doctor at 1031doctor.com. I've been a commercial agent since 1986. I was a senior broker at Marcus and Millichap, one of the largest firms in the country. Been doing triple net deals since 1986 all across the nation. And 1031 Doctor will basically do a 24-hour analysis, 24-hour turnaround on a full analysis for $299. And we also do some brokerage, but mainly due diligence and helping people get through their 1031 exchanges and understanding these properties. So please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you're interested in this property and you want to give me a call at 310-721-7375. This is 1031 Doctor out.